in this session we are going to address what are the key growth factors for the Economic Development Board. It's not only just for the EDBs but for any enterprises also. You got to identify what are your key growth factors, what are the critical success factors, and then how do you convert your business strategy to innovation strategy, and then eventually to the product or process or service strategy, and then eventually put that into as part of your market strategy, put that product or service into the market. So you got to get through all of this, and planning it upfront is very, very important for you to succeed. And that too, to have a sustained growth, you need to think all these parameters upfront, and the more you think upfront, so the more strategic risks that you're going to manage it or plan towards mitigating those potential risks downstream. So moving ahead, how do you nurture the key economic drivers? Innovation is one such key where the business takes it as a business tool and then invest in any new product innovation, service innovation, or process innovation. We'll come into those aspects a little more as we go forward. But essentially they are investing in that innovation to give a specific value to the specific market segment and then have a sustained growth over a period of time in that. So this growth will contribute to more jobs, more of the regional economy, help the companies gain more competitive advantage, and of course give you the ability to spend more having earned. So then another key aspect is to nurture the innovations and sustain it on an ongoing way. You need to have a very comprehensive plan how you are going to build the skills, how you are going to nurture the talent, retool the people, or basically give them extra courses, credits, tie up with the regional universities or colleges technology wise, and then impart those skills, and how you can leverage those interns or the grads, undergrads, and then expand your economic base through innovation driven entrepreneurship. That's the sum and substance. Moving one step forward, leveraging out the the innovation driven entrepreneurship. This is almost the fundamental premise. No entrepreneurship can succeed without thoroughly understanding the innovation. Innovation is what? To put it in a simple context, taking out this business idea of giving out value either in a product form or in a process form or in a service automation form and delivering it to the market audience. And you got having a pulse of what is this my market, target market, and how often it is changing, and understanding those dynamics is pretty much critical of having this. So most of the courses currently are focused on the entrepreneurship, but the real emphasis should come out on the innovation driven entrepreneurship, no doubt in whatever technology segment, be it pharma, biotech to fintech, in whatever sector you have. Social capital and knowledge capital have much deeper connotations, so we're going to probably reserve this discussion a little later, but understand the leveraging the social capital aspect of it as well as the knowledge capital, which you need to build and hone and sustain, are almost important for you to have it ongoing growth or part of your growth strategy. And strategic technology management is one of the key aspects of it. It's not an afterthought. There are many graduate schools that are teaching out now MS programs, for example, on strategic technology management aspect itself. So how do you bring that into your interplay for your regional economy is going to be a key factor to groom that technology to its, from the technology evolution to maturity to its saturation. It's very imperative that you need to have a STM, as it is called in short, a strategic technology management, another key factor. And of course, you're going to incentivize any of the local startups or enterprises that come into your region. Preferably it's in the tax incentives. So it's very easy for you once you leverage certain tools, which I'm going to talk later. So how do you manage all the IP related expenses, then quantify all the IP related earnings that have come and conduct the IP audits, and then see what the dollar inflow was, where the R&D innovations came up, how much was put into the infrastructure, for example, what were the licensing deals that came through, opportunities that brought in the revenues, and hence you can audit them and then give appropriate tax incentives. For example, UK has put out such a tax incentive as part of the patent regime. So instead of the regular 20%, 30% taxes, they have put a flat rate of 10%, almost $1.6 billion worth of tax incentives were given in a year across so roughly about 350 companies or so. That gives you a perspective how it can be distributed over, and then how much of tax incentives go to promote the regional economic growth. Hope that gives you a very clear perspective on what we are talking, and you can gain more further as you can see further of our discussions. Thank you very much for your attention.